Well, Dale, it's good to have you here this morning. I'm Pastor Alexis, and I am pastor at Advent in Cedarburg. As you know, you're a member there too. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank the library for doing this. This is absolutely wonderful, a way to get out the message for important community events that are going on, and I really appreciate it.
Definitely.
But anyway, I'm Dale Waldo. I've been a director of an orphanage school down in Haiti since 2007, one of the directors here in Wisconsin. And I've also been a member of Advent for, probably 30 years or so. But yeah, that's who I am.
And we want to talk a little bit about Mabo, the Children's Home of Haiti. Um, this is an orphanage that got started after the 2010 earthquake, I believe. Would you tell a little bit about the school and the orphanage and how we got connected at Advent?
Yeah, and actually, even going back further to 2007, what happened? I was in pharmaceutical sales, and one of my nurse practitioners goes, "Geez, Dale, we talk a lot about stuff. Do you think your church might be interested in hearing about an orphanage?" I said,
Mhm.
"Geez, we do a lot of stuff like that at Advent." I said, "So here's the number of our pastor. Give Pastor Yanis Kinnis a call and see what happens." So anyway, she got in and did a talk, and people felt so moved. They, believe it or not, gave $800 to the orphanage that day, which was absolutely wonderful. Well, anyway, I kind of got to be de facto fundraiser for MABO, which stands for Movement and Advancement of Orphanage Benefits and Orphans. Okay. Anyway, that's what MABO stands for, and it's in French. Okay. So I can't say it in French. I can't pronounce it in French. But anyway, so that's how we got started. And I've been down a number of times. I've been down, I think, somewhere 14 or 15 times. And
Since 2007.
yeah, since
Wow.
2007. And, the first time we went down, I just absolutely, when I was leaving, I had tears in my eyes because you just fall in love with these kids. They are so
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful and gracious and well mannered and grateful. Grateful that they have the people that love them.
Yeah.
And some of these kids, what's kind of tragic is that some of these kids have been just dropped off by their parents because their parents couldn't afford to feed them, to clothe them, to educate them. So they showed up and they just said, "Can you take care of our child?"
Yeah.
And so these kids were basically abandoned. Now, imagine if you're 5, 6, 7 years old and having your parents and your family just abandon you
Yeah.
with some strangers. And these kids have just absolutely grown and prospered. We have some of the kids that now have aged out who are actually even working there as
Yeah.
counselors and teachers. Go
Well,
ahead.
let's talk about how it's grown. So when it started, I it was just a few kids, but now it has grown to not just the children in the orphanage, but they have a school, and then they've started a vocational school for adults in the community. Correct? So
Absolutely.
they've been growing with the support that they've been receiving from congregations like us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Grisier, which is about 25 miles west of Port-au-Prince. And what's happened is that the community has embraced us.
Mm,
How so? Because they brought their children to us to educate them. And
right.
some of them can pay tuition, but most of them don't.
Yeah.
And we support their teachers, and what little tuition we get goes to pay them and to support them. So we currently have 19 children who are in the orphanage per se, and we've had upwards to 100 children in the school. Um,
Right.
the vocational school has had maybe 30 kids. In fact, when I was down there, they even recruited me to teach English. Okay. And my English teachers would be rolling in their graves right now because I was not the best English teacher. So I'm trying to remember all this stuff, like what are the rules for doing this? What are the rules for that and that? But one of the most interesting things that happened down there is this one kid who was about 19 at the learning English asked me, he said, "Why should we love people?"
Mm,
And I looked at him and I said, "Because it's the most important thing there is. It is the most important thing for life to care about others, and I said, you look at some of the people who are incredibly rich, and we know countless examples of people who have millions, billions, whatever, and they are some of the most unhappy people in the world. But people who care about others and really, truly care as them, as their brother or sister, are people that go through life with a smile on their face. And Haiti, as you know, has been incredibly wrecked through natural disasters, through man made disasters, through anarchy that's going on right now.
Mm.
Um, and the people are incredibly, incredibly resilient.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because they care about and love each other.
Yeah. And that's a big, important part of our ministry at Advent. In all the ministries that we do, all of our outreach connections, Advent really believes that it's important to build community that looks like Jesus. And Jesus loved all people that he encountered. And so that's a big part about why we got involved in Haiti and why we do what we do. We have a big event coming up to support Mabo, the Mabo school and orphanage. And would you like to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, for about the last 10 years, we have been utilizing our place on Washington Avenue during the festivals. And we've had various events that have supported, for example, the Ukrainians to buy personal body armor for civilians. Last year, we raised um, I think
19,000, I think. Yeah,
$19,000,
yeah.
which was absolutely wonderful.
The community was so
And
supportive.
and then what we've done for Harvest Fest, which is coming up the 16th and 17th of September, is we have a rummage sale, and we have snow cones, and we have baked goods, and we're trying to raise money for the orphanage. It takes around $3,500 a month to support what we do down there, which isn't a lot of money when you think about it, but we're not very big, okay? And all of the money that goes to support Mabo comes not from our church budget. It comes from the largeness of people who want to donate and want to give
Yeah.
and know that their money is going to support a terrific cause.
You mentioned $3,500 for a month, and that covers the food, that covers the salaries for, I mean, $3,500 a month is
The-
the operating expense.
Exactly.
And as you said, that's not very much. But so it's our goal to raise a couple months worth of funds at our rummage sale. What kind of things can they buy at a rummage sale? And if they want to donate, what kinds of things can they donate?
Well, ladies, okay, we have a wonderful array of purses every year, okay? And my wife has cleared out her closets, okay? And many of our members have cleared out their closets. And what's been really great is that we've had a number of people in the community who want to donate, not just purses, but a number of things that can sell. We have tools. We have one of the things we don't have is, and which we don't want, are clothes. Okay, we
No
save that
clothes.
for Salvation Army and St. Vincent de Paul. But things that are sellable, things that we can get, maybe that are worth $5 and up, that are clean, and allows us to raise money. Now we've raised, as you said, we'd like to raise at least 2 months worth of operating expenses down there. And I want to tell you too that all of the money that is raised and donated goes 100% directly to support this.
Yes.
There's no operating expenses.
There's no overhead.
No overhead. There's no, does this pay for, our trips down to Haiti? No, absolutely not. It goes 100%. And our organization is, in addition to being Mabo, it's also known as Children's Home of Haiti, which is a 501c3 organization.
Yes.
So we also accept donations. And if you donate dollars, whatever funds, what we can do is we can write you a receipt that is tax deductible.
Right.
So those things have allowed us to continue. And, I believe God has a special place in his heart for our little place down in Haiti. There have been times when we've been down to very little funds, and people have come in with donations who we don't even know, okay, aren't
Right.
members of the church, like, we heard about you, or can you use this money to support some good things in our
Yeah.
community and in the world? And this is what it does.
Yeah. So, if people are doing some end of summer cleaning, trying to get ready for the fall, if they have electronics or collectibles, if they have some furniture pieces, if they have any of those items that they would like to donate, they can bring it to the church starting the day after Labor Day.
Correct.
Until when can they bring those to the church?
Until the day before the rummage sale,
Until the
before
day
the
before the
Harvest
rummage.
Fest, okay?
Excellent. And our church office is open every day from 9 to noon. And if someone would want to donate but can't make those hours, a call to our church office and a message, we could arrange to have someone to be there at a later time.
Absolutely.
And I know that you have offered some people who have trailers that if someone has a large item that they can't move, they can also contact us and we could pick it up, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent.
So yeah, I would, I would urge you to, ladies, get your husband to clean out the garage or the basement. Okay, ladies, clean out the drawers, clean out whatever you've got that you think could reasonably sell,
Right.
and we would certainly welcome it. It's been just amazing, the support we get. And one thing I would like to do, and that is, I'd like to thank Cedarburg and their visitors who come every year to these festivals, because we hear terrible things sometimes about how people are, selfish and what's happening in the country, etc. But we've seen this incredible generosity from the people of Cedarburg who have supported us, who care about what we do and believe in what we do. And it is just absolutely gratifying to me. And people come up to me and go, oh, I don't want a snow cone. I don't want I don't want a soda. I don't want this, but here's $10. We love what you're doing. And thank you so much for doing that. And that to me is just wonderful.
So we look forward to seeing Cedarburg residents, Ozaukee County residents, and residents from all over who will be in town for the Wine and Harvest Festival mid-September. And we invite you to stop by. We invite people to come and get a snow cone or baked goods, to buy some potted plants or any of the items that we have for sale, or just come to say hi and learn a little bit about our ministry that we're supporting down in Haiti. It's such a great way for us to connect, and I truly believe that the more that we can love one another, as you said, building those bonds, not just loving the neighbor who lives next door, but loving the neighbor you've never met. And I think this is a great way that we live out that commandment that Jesus gave us to love our neighbor. And I look forward to all that could come in store for Wine and Harvest. I'm hoping for good weather. It's been good weather the last couple years.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it'll be really great. And thanks in advance to anyone who comes to support our orphanage and to come to support Advent's Ministries.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Just remember, we're all God's people.
Amen. Thanks, Dale.
Thank
Good
you,
to see you
Pastor.
today.